We're in the last week of the group stages and this tournament just gives and gives and gives. Welcome to my Euros show. In the news today, there were reports that Zlatan Ibrahimovic had an unsavoury confrontation with Giorgio Chiellini during their face-off against Italy. Zlatan denies this, citing that Giorgio isn't in hospital, therefore it can't have happened, because if it had happened, Giorgio would be in hospital. Professional Jamie Vardy lookalike Lee Chapman was blocked on Twitter by the man himself. You'd think no one would notice, but the Russians did, and a Russian journalist has questioned Vardy about the block. Firstly, it really annoys me when journalists ask dumb questions. Like, Vardy is currently scoring goals in an international competition. Is that not enough fodder for you? Now Vardy's leaving the press conference thinking about his social media and worried about who he should and shouldn't block, whereas we would much rather he focused on the game. This Chapman bloke seems to be getting more attention than Vardy himself, and has responded to the blocking by posting a picture of himself in the full Leicester City kit riding a sheep. You see, Chapman and lookalikes are always gonna have the last laugh. If you upset them, you'll have a porn video sooner than you can say Vardy bangs in the goals. Vardy in the box. Vardy volleys Veronica. Okay, they're a bit poor. Everyone's talking about Cristiano Ronaldo choking in international competitions. He's taken 34 free kicks in all international competitions and scored none. Zilch. Zero. Nada. 0 is not normally a number associated with Ronaldo. What is going wrong? Is it that the whole team is built around him too much? Is it about too much pressure? Has the Nike advert come true? Russia versus Wales. Last time Wales played, this happened. I just wanted to remind you, there's no denying this. The Welsh fans here in France are terrified. They're going into the stadium frightened and drunk. Drunk part isn't going to help them one bit. On the pitch, all eyes are on Bale, who despite being incredibly vocal pre-England match is being pretty quiet now. He knows the score. Denis Galushikov, whose name isn't remotely intimidating and doesn't sound like that of a semi-automatic weapon, has said that Russia need to give 200% to win against Wales. Therefore, mathematically speaking, Wales will need to give more than 200%. No one understands how to use percentages. Slovakia versus England. Last time England played, this happened. I just thought I'd remind you. England came out on a high after a win against Wales and a last-minute goal. Therefore, we can now truly expect a goalless draw against Slovakia and everything to go back to normal. Ukraine versus Poland. Ukraine are the first team to be knocked out of the tournament. Thank you, Ukraine, for making our landing a little bit softer. Poland held Germany to a goalless draw, and I was seriously impressed by that. But this game is probably going to be uneventful. Northern Ireland versus Germany. Now, Northern Ireland, stunned against Ukraine, have a real chance of going through. All they have to do is win against Germany. The Czech Republic versus Turkey. Turkey didn't heed to my hairspray advice, and Czechs still have a slim chance of getting through. In fact, they both do. So there's everything to play for here. Croatia versus Spain. Spain the new favourites? I'm starting to think they could retain their title. Domagoj Vida was solely to blame for the last-minute penalty that meant Croatia ended up drawing to the Czech Republic. So he's in a lot of trouble. But he's kind of used to that. This is the man who once bought the most expensive can of beer ever. He paid a massive £80,000 as a fine for opening a can of beer on the team bus and disobeying the manager. What a rebel. I'm done. Oh, and could you subscribe? I'm kind of new around here.